The first of 3 days of intense impacts from Hurricane Erin on the Jersey Shore beaches begins today. Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Joe Martucci here, and here is Hurricane Erin. It is a healthy hurricane east of Florida with a good circular motion to it. It looks strong. There's not a lot of weaknesses, and what I'm looking for here, if you wanted to see weakness, was a reduction in the amount of green or blue on this satellite image or picture of the Earth. We have a tropical storm warning in effect for the coastal waters of New Jersey. Not the beach towns, but the coastal waters until further notice because of sustained winds that can be over 39 miles an hour. We also have a coastal flood watch in effect for land Thursday into Friday for moderate stage flooding. And then in the surf zone, we have a high surf advisory and a rip current alerts. We've been saying for days the ocean is just downright dangerous to be in. You have to pay attention to what the lifeguards are saying here. And then we also have a wind advisory for the immediate coastline, the beach towns, Thursday as winds will whip. Now, Hurricane Erin's closest approach to New Jersey will be Thursday night, about 400 to 500 miles away from Atlantic City. As this storm actually weakens, as it moves further north, it will expand in size. So that's why we're seeing some of these impacts. Here's a look at the beaches close to swimming. Too many to list, but I did put stars where the beaches are close to swimming. You could still go out and lay out on the sand if you wanted to. Today's not the best day for it weather-wise, but if you wanted to, you could there. But there are a number of beaches that are close to swimming and even more that are only allowing you knee height into the water. We have pockets of rain for today, mainly along the coastline. It's not a washout, but it is something to keep in mind. Then we're dry tonight, and we're pretty much dry for Thursday. It's going to be a windy day. There will be sprinkles at the coast along with that heavy wind and the heavy surf, but I do believe Thursday, all in all, is a dry day. Here's a look at our rainfall totals for Wednesday. About a half inch north of Atlantic City and east of the Garden State Parkway there. Here's a look at our winds for Thursday. Wind gust in Toms River peaking around 30, 35 miles an hour. The immediate shoreline, though, and this is for those of you Long Beach Island on south, you're going to see wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. That's right below the threshold of power outages or wind damage, but the wind will be whipping that sand on the beach. It will be hard to be bringing a boat out there, even on the bay side where we won't see that extremely rough surf and the swell heights that we see on the ocean. Here's a look at our tidal flooding report. Minor stage tidal flooding with the Wednesday evening, Friday morning, and Saturday evening high tides. This is the nuisance kind of flooding we see several dozen times a year. And if you saw flooding yesterday, you'll see flooding during these times. But it's the moderate flood stage that I'm more concerned about. Thursday and Friday nights from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. This is when traveling around the bayside towns becomes difficult. And there is some water that gets into unraised homes and businesses as well. Here's a look at Seaside Heights in minor flood stage. You're looking for blue. The blue areas are the roads that would see water. Nothing really there. You go to moderate flood stage. Now we're talking about water on Bayview Avenue, Bay Boulevard, and getting down to about Central Avenue on some of those cross streets. Here's Summers Point in Atlantic County. Minor flood stage, a little bit on Decatur Avenue. That's about it. We go to moderate flood stage, pretty much anywhere Bayward side of Bay Avenue sees water. So there's differences between minor and moderate. We go into the weekend, high pressure's in charge, at least for the first part, but then it moves away as this this cold front moves in, and we'll end up seeing some showers and thunderstorms on our Sunday. Not a washout, but some showers and thunderstorms, and then we have a lot of cool air in the Midwest that eventually gets our way. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. No real cool air after Thursday. Thursday's our coolest day. We'll get into the 80s. So very comfortable for your Friday and Saturday inland. Of course, at the beach towns, much different story. Deadly surf, rip currents, high swells, coastal flooding, and some beach erosion as well. Again, it's not until Sunday that this Hurricane Erin impact goes away from the area. And then as we go into Tuesday and beyond, we're looking plenty sunny across the region.